Z Acres, Dakota Land Feeds, Real Estate Connection, Graph Electric, Kaufman Livestock. The South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection, brings us the reading of the officials. Gary Zell Auto Glass is our post-game report sponsor, and the Mirror Family Hair Care brings us our in-game scoreboard updates. Tonight, Sanborn Central Woonsocket on the road at Hitchcock-Tulare for both games of a girl-boy doubleheader. Hitchcock-Tulare sponsors include Stretch's Well Service and Cheddar Feedlot. And welcome to Hitchcock. Matt Watson live tonight on 1210 KOKK, live on YouTube, and live, of course, on the app at HuronRadio.com. And log on all sorts of places. Tell all your friends. Check out another season here of Dakota Sports. We got some 281 Girls Conference basketball to start off the night here. We'll have Sanborn Central Woonsocket again on the road at Hitchcock-Tulare. Both games of a girl-boy doubleheader tonight, so stay tuned. We'll have two Gary Zell Auto Glass post-game reports. We'll take a look at our starting lineups here, of course, before both games, and keep you up to date on a couple of games here tonight in Hitchcock. So again, for the hometown Hitchcock-Tulare Patriots, Joellen Salmon at the helm here this year as Patriots have her starting off, start the season here. Rob Baruth, of course, head coach for Sanborn Central Woonsocket, and running into town a little bit behind schedule due to the weather. Didn't really get much of a chance to talk to them. We'll bring you all the action, of course, and all season long right here on Dakota Sports. Right now, we'll send it back to the studios. We'll come back with starting lineups and officials. We're about probably, I would say, 8 or 9 minutes probably from the girls' game getting underway. Just got done with some JV action here about 10 minutes ago. So about ready to go for the front end of a girl-boy doubleheader. Sanborn Central Woonsocket at Hitchcock-Tulare. Back to the studios for 2 minutes. Come back with starting lineups and officials. You're listening to the pregame show live from Hitchcock on Dakota Sports, 1210 KOKK.
I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Dairy Queen's ice cream, of course. Get your favorite cool treats at Dairy Queen of Huron. Get a chocolate-dipped cone, a dilly bar, hot fudge sundae, or their famous DQ blizzards. And for parties, anniversaries, or any occasion, order a DQ cake, a Treats a pizza, or a DQ blizzard cake. Dairy Queen of Huron is open every day of the week. Drive up, carry out, or dine in. Dairy Queen of Huron. Hot eats and cool treats.
Hi, I am Tyson Lean. As a college wrestler, I push my body to the limit every day. But after a few injuries, I started to feel like I wasn't performing at my best. That's when I turned to Carr Chiropractic and their team of experts. Through a combination of adjustments, rehab, and natural supplements, I was able to recover faster, reduce my pain, and improve my overall performance on the mat. Whether you're an athlete or just looking to improve your health, I highly recommend giving Carr Chiropractic a try.
This is Matt Sibley with Brian J. Davidson Insurance Agency in Huron. You changed thousands of diapers, cut off hundreds of crusts, played hours of peekaboo and duck duck goose, because you do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Brian Davidson will help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family, no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call today, because like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Grazing crop residue makes feeding cows easy, but are your cows getting everything they need? Corn stalks are low in protein, but Purina's Rangeland tubs are an excellent free choice option to help supply the protein cows require this time of year. Dakota Land Feeds carries Purina Rangeland cooked molasses protein tubs available with 30 or 38% protein with 12% fat. Supplemental protein will help your cow to feed the calf that she needs to put on the ground at calving time. Dakota Land Feeds, your local feed source.
Dakota Sports.
Welcome back to Hitchcock. Matt Watson live tonight, 1210 KOKK, live on YouTube, and of course, here on radio.com. A lot of ways to listen, a lot of ways to pass the word along. People listen all over the place, so check it out online or, of course, on the old airwaves, 1210 AM KOKK. Hitchcock-Tulare's girls, we'll check them out here for a moment as they come in 1-0. They took the road trip last Saturday to Ipswich, won their season opener on the road 39-25. Also 1-0 on the season, Sanborn Central Woonsocket, as they beat Sunshine Bible Academy in their season opener on Saturday. 64-6 was the final in that one, and for Sanborn Central Woonsocket, of course, that looks pretty good in the app here as you take a look at the scoreboard app. The point differential so far, plus 58 on the season. That's pretty tough to top, of course, as you start off your season opener. A big win for Sanborn Central Woonsocket, but Rated number 3 in girls B basketball, and a team that's going to be kind of a force to be reckoned with, definitely in the 281 and across the state of South Dakota. So Sanborn Central Woonsocket picking up a big win in the opening game of the season, and now on the road here tonight taking on Hitchcock-Tulare. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. We'll start off with the visiting squad, the Sanborn Central Woonsocket Blackhawks. Off the bench, they'll have Macy Bay, Miley Adams, Kenzie Baruth, Cammie Edwards, Lainey Gertz, Addie Baruth, Emily Lindgren, Addison Bartholow, and Tori Hoffman. Rob Baruth, the head coach. His assistants, Robin Moody, Emily Henriksen, and Kayla Van Winkle. Starting 5 for the Blackhawks of Sanborn Central Woonsocket. Number 3, a 5'6" senior, Mackenzie Schley. Number 5, a 6-foot junior, Liz Boucher. Number 12, a 5'6" junior, Callie Hofer. Number 20, a 5'9" senior, Kaylee Robinson. And number 23, a 5'9" senior, in Alexa Gertz. Again, Gertz, Robinson, Hofer, Boucher, and Schley. Sanborn Central Woonsocket, the traveling black unis tonight. As black unis, blue numbers, white outlines here. Moving over to Hitchcock-Tulare. Off the bench, they'll have Tess Bixler, Kaylee Schoen, Emma Schneider, Emery Arthurs, Jocelyn Wagner, Reagan Luder, Lena Puffer, and Riley Knock. Hitchcock-Tulare coached now by Joe Ellen Salmon. The assistants Tyler Scone and Carrie Lemmer. Starting 5 for Hitchcock-Tulare. Number 3, a 6-foot senior, Caitlin Schrader. Number 4, a 5'10" senior, Isabel Gilbert. Number 14, a 5'5" junior, Grayson Bixler. Number 15, a 5'11" junior, Rebecca Heisinger. And number 33, a 5'4" junior, Cambry Hookman. Again, Schrader, Gilbert, Bixler, Heisinger, and Hookman. Hitchcock-Tulare, the white unis tonight, the blue numbers with the red outline, as we just await now a national anthem, and they'll have starters on the floor, and we'll be ready for the front end of a doubleheader tonight. Remember, a double dip, both games of a boy-girl doubleheader tonight, live here on KOKK and live on the internet. Again, the officials over at the table. Here's really just waiting for the clock to run down. Both teams talking to their coaches here momentarily, and I'll just hold on to it right here because I'm not exactly sure if they'll go straight to the anthem and don't want to come back in the middle of the national anthem, so we'll let them. It looks like maybe starting lineups before the anthem, but Sanborn Central Woonsocket, the boys, I did see in the JV, the boys win here on the road easily over Hitchcock-Tulare, so check out a couple of early season undefeated girls teams. Hitchcock-Tulare at Ipswich, a big win in the season opener on Saturday. And as we mentioned, Sanborn Central Woonsocket, a win against Sunshine Bible Academy, a 64-6 victory here in the season opener last Saturday for Sanborn Central Woonsocket, a team that a lot of people, especially with the additions that they've made, a team to keep an eye on here. And definitely going to be a force in the 281 and across the state. All right, so it looks like the anthem first. We'll send it back to the studios here for a 2-minute timeout. And, of course, we'll come back here, starting lineups, officials, and we'll be about ready for tip-off. We got both games of a girl-boy doubleheader live tonight here on 1210 KOKK.
When is the right home truly the right home? This is Reg Kleinsasser with the Real Estate Connection. First, can you afford it? Beyond the purchase price, you need to consider utility costs, maintenance costs, and property taxes. All of these factors add to the actual cost of a new home. Does the home meet your needs? At the Real Estate Connection, we are dedicated to helping you find a home that meets your needs without breaking your budget. We're ready to help you find the right home today. Give us a call, 352-1300, or visit our website, realestatehuron.com.
Graf Electric of Wolsey is proud to offer residential and commercial work in Wolsey and the surrounding area. Call Jay at 605-353-5366 anytime, day or night, to get the lights back on in your home or business. Check out Graf's Electric at grafelectricsd.com. Graf Electric, the home of electrifying customer service. Call Jay at 353-5366. Graf Electric is a proud sponsor of Area Sports.
Action news on the scene. Once again, a craft of some sort has crash landed. I can see movement coming from the craft. Is it the sun? It is. It's confirmed and emerging now exactly what we thought. It is the sun. Ty Clark has just emerged from the craft. He's the son of Kent Clark. And yes, they're teaming up like Superman and Boy Wonder. Father and son finally together. Kent Clark Insurance, Wessington. Equal opportunity provider. 458-2281 for your crop insurance needs.
Playing the game means bumps, bruises, and breaks happen. Lean on Huron Regional Medical Center Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Orthopedic surgeons Dr. Kevin Over and Dr. Todd Anderson, along with the Pro Rehab Physical Therapy teams, are here to get you back in your game. Schedule an appointment at HuronRegional.org, because when it comes to your health, the right care is right here. Best of luck to our area athletes from Huron Regional Medical Center.
You're tuned to Dakota Sports on KOKK.
Welcome to Hitchcock tonight. Hitchcock, Tulare, Sanborn Central, Woonsocket. Just getting ready for some starting lineups here. And, of course, they'll announce the officials on the floor, as will we on the air here. And, of course, the reading of the officials is always brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection. And, again, Joe Ellen Salmon at the helm here for Hitchcock, Tulare. Caitlin Schrader, Isabel Gilbert, Grayson Bixler, Rebecca Heisinger, Cambry Hookman. Starting five for Salmon and the Patriots. For Rob Baruth and the Sanborn Central Woonsocket Blackhawks, Mackenzie Schley, Liz Boucher, Callie Hofer, Kaylee Robinson, and Alexa Gertz. And, of course, like we said, the additions, the changes made for Sanborn Central Woonsocket here. And with the Blackhawks, Rob Baruth in business again here this season. And I'll get my first look at them. Of course, they've already got a regular season matchup under the belt as they beat Sunshine Bible Academy in their season opener. Remember, throughout the course of the evening, the Mirror Family Hair Care will bring us scoreboard updates. Lori and Kylie at the Mirror offering cuts, colors, waxes, perms, hair treatments, sugaring, eyelash extensions, shampoo sets. You can stop in, or for an appointment with Lori at the Mirror, call 605-883-HAIR. Or for an appointment with Kylie, text or call 605-553-1628. They do accept walk-ins at 35 4th Street Southeast, downtown Huron. The Mirror Family Hair Care. So they're going to bring us scoreboard updates, and there are going to be plenty of scores to pass along here throughout the course of the evening. The Huron Tigers, of course, hosting Brookings tonight, so we'll get you that score. That's our games of the nights over on Tiger Radio, and in fact, it looks like that one is underway but hasn't been reported, or maybe they're waiting to get underway. That's our game of the night over on Tiger on 95.3 FM, 1340 AM, and of course live on the web at HuronRadio.com. And you can watch the games on the YouTubes now. How about it? Here on Brookings tonight. Other B games tonight. Chester and Howard. Coleman Egan, Canastota. Let's see. Miller and Potter County playing tonight. Brad McGurr. Matt Clark. Gary Blue. The officiating crew here tonight. And again, that brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection. And we're about ready for tip-off here as Rob Baruth and the Sanborn Central Woonsocket Blackhawks will send Liz Boucher to the center circle. She'll be opposed by Isabel Gilbert for Hitchcock Tulare. And we are underway. Sanborn Central Woonsocket tips it back into the backcourt, and they will have the first look here. Trying to put up some early points on the road at Hitchcock Tulare. Put up a lot of points in the season opener, 64 of them all told. And here's an offensive board after a miss. They'll go right back at it, and a travel called on Mackenzie Schley. So early turnover back to the hometown Patriots. Well, a lot of changes in the 281. Here's a steal. Boucher takes it away from Hitchcock Tulare. Ball now knocked out of bounds by Grayson Bixler, and the Blackhawks will again set to inbound. They'll inbound in front of the Patriot bench. Just underway in the girls' game. Both games of a girl-boy doubleheader live tonight here on Dakota Sports. Right wing, a 3-ball. That one is off the mark for Robinson. To the other end, and a steal for Robinson. Almost got out of bounds, but saved in here by Boucher. They'll go all the way to the rack, and here comes a couple of early free throws for the visiting Blackhawks. 7:21 left in the opening quarter. First foul of the night will be called on Rebecca Heisinger, her first. Boucher to the line for 2. First free throw is no good as stay scoreless for the time being. Just underway here in Hitchcock. Both games of a doubleheader tonight on Dakota Sports. Second free throw will rattle in for Boucher. And it's 1-0 Sanborn Central Woonsocket. Full court pressure. They'll steal the inbounds. It's Robinson on the steal. Gives it off to Boucher. Right wing. Here's another 3. That one is good for Callie Hofer. So Hofer will make it 4-0 Blackhawks. And here come the hometown Patriots. Right wing, it's Hookman. Hookman to the top of the key for Schrader. Schrader on the dribble. Back to Hookman up top. And a little over-aggressive there is Callie Hofer. And Hofer will pick up her first foul, first on her team. 7:01 left, opening quarter. 4-0 Sanborn Central Woonsocket. Gilbert set to inbound. Brings it into Hookman. Cambry on the dribble out near the center circle. Just left to the top of the key. Pass for Gilbert. Left wing now Schrader. Schrader looks inside. Here's a pass to Heising. Off the window, too strong. Had her own rebound for a moment. Had it knocked away, picked up by the Blackhawks. The other way with Robinson. Robinson to Boucher. Boucher all the way to the rack for 2. Boucher's first field goal. She's got a free throw as well. And it's 6-0 Blackhawks. Here is another near steal, and now it is. It's Robinson again. Or Gertz. Gertz, and she is fouled on her way to the basket as Schrader just decided there, yeah, you might get the steal, but you're not going to get the easy bucket. Schrader's first, team second. 6:27 to play first quarter. Alexa Gertz to the free throw line, and the first is up and in. Another free throw coming here for Gertz. That is airborne. Off the heel, pops out, rebounded by Heisinger. And Hitchcock-Tulare controls. 7-0 though, Sanborn Central Woonsocket in the lead. Hookman back to Schrader. Schrader out near the timeline, guarded out there by Gertz. Here's a pass looking anyway, left side for Bixler. And boy, Bixler almost went the wrong way. And now here is a steal, taken away by Mackenzie Schley. Scooping it high off the window. The shot is no good for Sanborn Central Woonsocket, and Hitchcock-Tulare with the rebound. To the other end, it's Bixler. Bixler all the way to the low block. Shot off the window is too strong, but an offensive rebound by Schrader. Can't hit the putback. Rebound Robinson. Robinson racing the other way across the timeline, all the way into the lane. She'll fire up a shot, and that one I think partially blocked. No whistle. Schrader comes away with it. Schrader to the other end, leading the charge. Into the lane. Pass to Hookman. Hookman up and over. Offensive rebound. Bixler blocked by Robinson. Knocked over to Boucher. Boucher going coast to coast. The layup and an offensive foul on Liz Boucher. The officials there didn't like what he saw as Boucher picks up her first, team second. Both teams now with 2. 5:28 to play first quarter. Still 7-0 Sanborn Central Woonsocket. And the Blackhawks with that full court pressure as they inbounded to Schrader. Gertz all over her. Here's Gilbert, the lob across to Heisinger. Heisinger running a 2-on-1 with Bixler. Off the window, that one is good. And the Patriots are on the board. 7-2 Blackhawks. 5:15 left opening quarter. Just across midcourt, here is Hofer. Hofer in the right corner, it's Boucher for 3, air ball. Schrader the rebound. Schrader running with numbers. Her and Bixler again. Schrader going to take it all the way. Oh, lost it on the way up. Oh, no, it's knocked away by Robinson. Well, the officials say it was. Robinson didn't think it was, but the officials say yes. In fact, Hitchcock-Tulare basketball. 4:59 to play in the first. 7-2 Sanborn Central Woonsocket. Bounce pass in, knocked away a steal. Here's Boucher to the other end. Boucher running ahead of Schrader, keeping the position. Right hand off the glass is in. As Liz Boucher with 5 points. She leads the scoring in this affair with 4:45 to play in the first half, or first quarter rather. It is 9-2 Sanborn Central Woonsocket, and Schrader nearly trapped again, still has the dribble though, and now Gertz on Schrader out near the timeline. Here's Hookman, right wing to Gilbert. Gilbert back up top for Bixler. Around the wing, Hookman looking inside for Schrader. Schrader, one dribble, high off the window. That one is good. And Schrader has her first basket. 9-4 Blackhawks, just about the midway point of the first quarter. 4:10 to play here in the first from Hitchcock. Both games of a doubleheader tonight. Out on the right wing here, Sanborn Central Woonsocket going to work. It's Robinson. The drive leaves it in the corner. Boucher for a long two. That one no good. Schrader the rebound. Schrader ahead to Hookman. Hookman across midcourt, slows it up. Now goes inside to Bixler. Bixler will take it down into the corner. Trying to feed Schrader, but a kick ball by the Blackhawks, and Sanborn Central Woonsocket will bring in the first reserves of the night. They are Addie Bartholow. Here's the inbounds, and a near steal, and it is. A steal by Robinson, ahead to Boucher. Right side all the way to the basket, off the window, and no good for Bartholow. Pass inside is knocked away. Let's see, the other player in was Cammie Edwards. And it looks like they'll dig right back in and go right back to Hofer and Gertz. And now Schley and Robinson will check out. So the early part of the rotation is Addie Bartholow, Cammie Edwards. As this team expected to be incredibly deep this year. Here's Schrader for three, and that one is good. Caitlin Schrader, top of the key for three. Close it out to a 2-point game, 9-7. Sanborn Central Woonsocket leads. 3:15 left here in the opening quarter. Bartholow, top of the key, right wing for Gertz. Right corner now, Boucher dribbles in. Another fader on the baseline is short. Ball knocked away, and an offensive board grabbed by Edwards. Edwards underneath. Pass up top is for Bartholow. Three ball, no good. Schrader comes out with the rebound. Caitlin leading the charge across the timeline. Schrader into the lane. Pulls up from 5, and that one is good. Back-to-back baskets by Caitlin Schrader, and we're tied at 9 with 2:40 to play here in the first. Here's a three left wing. Gertz, no good, and in for the offensive rebound is Boucher, and they tied her up. Jump ball, and it'll go to Hitchcock-Tulare. Robinson back on as Boucher comes out. Bixler will check out as Emery Arthurs is in for the first time tonight. We'll have our first time out with 2:39 to play in the opening quarter. Tied at 9 in Hitchcock. We'll take a 30-second break. Back in 30 on KOKK.
Kaufman Livestock of Huron is a proud supporter of the Huron Tigers in all area high school athletics. Marty, Cody, and Logan Kaufman raise registered Simmental bulls. 2 are former Huron Tigers, 1 a former Alpena Wildcat. Best of luck to all area athletes and the Huron Tigers. From Kaufman Livestock of Huron.
You're tuned to Dakota Sports.
Welcome back to Hitchcock. Hitchcock-Tulare, Sanborn Central Woonsocket. First of 2 tonight, both games of a girl-boy doubleheader here on Dakota Sports as the hometown Patriots now a chance to take their first lead as Schrader at the top of the key drives again, splits a double team, shot is blocked and into the hands of Robinson. Robinson long lead pass for Gertz. Gertz lost it momentarily, has to kind of save it back in. Does. Left wing, a three for Hofer is no good, but a long offensive rebound and they'll get another look. Pass inside to a cutting Robinson, can't get the English on it. It would not go. Hookman the rebound to the other end quickly. And again, Patriots a chance to take the lead. Tied at 9. 2 minutes to play in the opening quarter. Schrader, top of the key. Heising a free throw line. Right wing Hookman still working outside the three-point line. Schrader. Gertz to defend. Schrader decides to back in. Stops the dribble. Swings it over to Emery Arthurs in for the first time tonight. And a whistle. And we are going to have some free throws. A couple of free throws coming for Emery Arthurs. Emery, a sophomore, trying to give her squad the lead and does. Boucher back on for Sanborn Central Woonsocket. Cammie Edwards will check out. A free throw here for Arthurs as the Patriots take their first lead at 10-9, and it'll stay there. Second is no good, rebounded by Boucher. Boucher across the timeline for Hofer. Callie down in the right corner to Robinson. Robinson on the right wing, Boucher. Lob inside. Actually, that's Robinson, and she slips a defender, but is fouled on the way up. And Kaylee with a couple of free throws here. Fouls on Cambry Hookman. That'll be her first. Team's third. And the first free throw from Kaylee Robinson is up and in. .90 seconds remaining here, 95 to be exact in the opening quarter. As both teams making some slight changes here. No new faces, just moving things around a little bit. Another free throw here for Kaylee Robinson. Second is on the way and good. Blackhawks are 6 of 8. No, make that 4 of 6 from the free throw line here. Trying some full court pressure, almost got a turnover. Hookman able to break the press across the timeline, hits a cut at Gilbert. Gilbert lost it on the way up, and it's out of bounds off Hitchcock-Tulare. 11-10, Sanborn Central Woonsocket back on top. Minute 20 to play here in the first quarter as Callie Hofer across midcourt. Bounce pass over to Gertz, right side. Now Boucher in the corner. Boucher inside, and a whistle as they try to work it again inside to Robinson. Fouls Emery Arthurs first. Going to be 4 on the hometown Patriots, and the Blackhawks will inbound with 1:10 to play in the opening quarter. Inbounds to Gertz for 3, no good. Rebound Hookman. Across the timeline for Schrader. Schrader on the right wing, looks at 3, doesn't want it. Pass inside, ripped by Robinson. Robinson ahead to Boucher. Boucher going to drive over Hookman, and the shot is up and in. Boucher with 7. And down inside of a minute left, first quarter, 13-10. Blackhawks by 3. Here's Emery Arthurs inside as she... Nice adjustment there. Almost got blocked. Able to go up for a second time, but got the whistle. Is the more important thing is Mackenzie Schley will pick up her first, team's 4th. Inbounding duties for Isabel Gilbert. Gilbert into Schrader. Schrader the double team. Turns and fires. Up and over. Rebound swatted over to Hofer. And Callie to the other end for the Blackhawks. Nice pass inside to a cutting Robinson for the basket and 1. So Kaylee Robinson with her first field goal. 4 points on the night as the 5th foul on Hitchcock-Tulare will be Isabel Gilbert's first, and the free throw is good for Kaylee Robinson. (16-10), Sanborn Central Woonsocket back up 6. 30 seconds to play here, opening quarter. Just a ever so slight differential, half a second maybe between the game and the shot clock. Right side, a ball knocked away and a steal, and Sanborn Central Woonsocket comes away with it again. It's Mackenzie Schley in the corner. Pass ahead for Robinson. Robinson finds Boucher. Boucher, nice pass inside. Edwards, the drive, can't finish it off. Rebounded by Bixler. Bixler to the other end. Final seconds of the quarter. Bixler going coast to coast. Nope, leaves it for Hookman. 12-footer, no good. Schrader, the rebound and the putback at the buzzer. Schrader with 9 to lead all scorers in this one. And after a quarter, 16-12, Sanborn Central Woonsocket. We're back in a minute, 60 seconds on KOKK.
It seems like nothing's built to last these days. Well, here's one that's built to last a long time. Portable crete feeders from Burns Manufacturing in Wessington. These crete feeders are built with convenience and durability in mind. Feed flow is easily adjustable with an agitation bar to prevent bridging and snug-fitting lids. Portable crete feeders from Burns Manufacturing are made locally in Wessington, South Dakota. Put a portable crete feeder from Burns Manufacturing of Wessington into your farming operation.
6B Seed and Supply of Alpena is your Legend Seeds dealer. Wishes good luck to all area teams. As a Legend Seeds dealer, 6B has access to all the leading traits, genetics, and innovative biologicals in the industry. You can guarantee they have your best interest in mind. Call 6B Seed 605-354-2699 and put their name and Legend Seeds products to work on your farm.
Dakota Sports.
Welcome back to Hitchcock. Hitchcock Tulare, Sanborn Central Woonsocket, a quarter in to this girls basketball matchup. Remember, both games of a girl-boy doubleheader live tonight on KOKK. Live on the interwebs here on radio.com, live on YouTube. Got some video feed going. Moving into whatever century that puts us in. Sanborn Central Woonsocket, the inbounds to start the second quarter. Callie Hofer loses it into the backcourt, but it's tipped back there by Arthurs, so no over and back. Here's a ball knocked out by Bixler. And Sanborn Central Woonsocket will inbound. Back into Hofer. Hofer across the timeline off the Boucher screen. Right wing to Gertz. Gertz the drive to the free throw line. Leaves it for Boucher. Free throw line jumper. No good. Rebound Bixler. Bixler for Schrader. Schrader across midcourt. Left to the top of the key. Oh, Schrader and Gertz getting after it. Arthurs back to Schrader. Left wing Bixler nearly lost it. Pop it out as Boucher, but Bixler able to find the handle. Pass tipped, but Hookman comes away with it as Sanborn Central Woonsocket early with the defense. A lot of tipped balls and a lot of steals. Here's a ball knocked away from Huizinga. Picked up by Bixler. Final seconds of the shot clock. Arthur's not going to get a shot off, and the shot clock violation will give it back to Sanborn Central Woonsocket with 7:02 to play in the first half. Tigers hosting Brookings tonight over on Tiger Radio, so we'll get you a score on the Huron Tigers game, hosting Brookings for both games of a doubleheader. Here's a shot up and over for Sanborn Central Woonsocket. Hookman the rebound. Hookman runs into a double team and threw it away. The double team right after Hookman gets across the timeline, so turned. Of course, you can't throw it into the backcourt at that point. Tried to feed Arthurs on the other side, but Emory already kind of cutting towards the basket. So a turnover back to Sanborn Central Woonsocket. Here's a three on the right wing, and that one rims out for Kaylee Robinson, and it's out of bounds. So Hitchcock Tulare will bring it in with 6.5 to play in the first half. Stay tuned to halftime. We'll get you the numbers here. We'll get you a Mira Family Hair Care scoreboard update. Hitchcock Tulare moving the ball around well, trailing here by 4. And, of course, as I say that, they trying to get it into a double team, but did get a foul on the Blackhawks. We'll see who they called it on. It'll be Alexa Gertz, so that's her first. Addie Bartholow, Cammie Edwards both back on as Boucher and Schley will check out. Huizinga, the inbounds. Arthurs, might have got away with a free step in the corner. Here's a ball knocked away and a steal by Gertz, and then she got sort of hip check there, and they'll blow the whistle on that. Emory Arthurs, her second. And I think that's just the first here of the second quarter. 6:10 to play in this second quarter. 16-12. The Blackhawks here still lead. Neither team has scored here in the second. As Bartholow top of the key. High post Gertz, inside, outside in the corner for Edwards. Edwards the drive, back up top of the key. Another three for Robinson, no good. Huizinga the rebound. Huizinga to Bixler. Bixler again ran into Robinson, almost gave it away. They find Schrader in the right corner. Back up top, Bixler. Bixler through the hands of Hookman and out of bounds, and they do end up turning it over. Here comes Liz Boucher in. She'll replace Gertz. Schley's back on. She gets Callie Hofer's spot. Here is a baseline drive. Bartholow trying to finish. Can't quite get there. An offensive rebound grabbed by Robinson, and then a whistle. Foul called here on Grayson Bixler. Sanborn Central Woonsocket the inbounds, a 4-point advantage. They bring it into Boucher on the wing. They go right inside to Robinson. Robinson lefty comes up a little bit short. Rebound, though, grabbed by Schley, and then the ball knocked out of bounds by Heisinga. So Sanborn Central Woonsocket will inbound to a fresh shot clock. 5.5 to play here in the first half. Both teams 1-0, and the inbounds pass hit the bottom of the backboard. So that's automatically out of bounds, and Hitchcock-Tulare will bring it in. 5:27 left here in the first half. Hookman across midcourt for the hometown Patriots. Remember, both games of a doubleheader here tonight. We'll give you a quick preview of the boys' game at halftime as well. Schrader on the right wing, trying to get you some scores. Top of the key, Bixler, the drive, leaves it for Schrader. Right wing, still working outside the three-point line. Arthur's left side for Heisinga in the paint. Heisinga's turnaround is good. And Rebecca Heisinga with her first basket. And it's 16-14, Blackhawks by 2. Cammie Edwards, right wing, lobs it in over the head of Schley and out of bounds, and nobody touched it. That's a operator error and a turnover to Hitchcock-Tulare. Heisinga in for Hookman. Cambry Hookman across the timeline for Schrader. Schrader working off the double screen. Decides to go left. Leaves it in the corner for Bixler. Back to Schrader. Up top, Heisinga, or Hookman. Hookman slips the defender. She'll take the three. No good. Schrader comes flying in for the rebound. Had to go through her hands. Boucher comes up with it. Boucher to the other end at Schley. Schley back out to Edwards. Edwards the drive, and she got, I think, blocked into a travel, and she did. Initially, when they blew the whistle, there's always, I guess, the possibility of that being a foul, but it sure didn't look like one. It just looked like one of those blocked it right back into her hand, so forced into the travel, and that was the situation. 16-14, another chance for Hitchcock-Tulare to tie or take the lead. Schrader going to take it all the way to the rack. Back out to Arthurs for three in the lead. It's no good, but a whistle on the three, and Emery Arthurs will have a chance to give her team the lead at the free throw line. Fouls on Mackenzie Schley, her second. And Emery Arthurs will put up 3 free throws. She is 1 for 2 on the night and make that 1 for 3. The team is now also 1 for 3. She's put up all of the Patriot free throws to this juncture. So 2 more for Arthurs. This one is up and in. And Arthurs here will have one more chance to tie us at 16. It's the heel, pops straight up, will not go. Rebound Boucher. Stay a 1-point Blackhawk lead. Here's Gertz at the top of the key. Drives in, backing in, turns, fires up a shot, and it's up and in. Gertz first field goal. 18-15, Blackhawks by 3. Bixler right at the top of the key. Schrader in the right corner, back up top for Arthurs. Bixler left side, guarded by Boucher, giving up a few inches there to the 6-foot Boucher. Hookman on the wing left side. Hookman backs it away. Arthurs now. They're trying to set up Heisinga, but they're doing a pretty good job on her inside. Here's a shot missed. Rebound goes off of Boucher, I know for sure. Who else did it hit? They say Emery Arthurs, and it'll be Blackhawk ball. Gilbert back on for Hitchcock-Tulare. So far for the Patriots, 6 have seen the floor for Joellen Salmon. Schrader, Gilbert, Bixler, Heisinga, Hookman, the starters, and Emery Arthurs here tonight for Hitchcock-Tulare. 7 so far for Sanborn Central Woonsocket. Here's a shot missed inside, but an offensive rebound by Robinson. Pass to a cutting Bartholow, can't finish, rebound Bixler. Bixler across the timeline, attacking, leaves it in the corner. Schrader, the fading three, came up short, rebound Bartholow. Bartholow, long pass for Boucher. Boucher, a great job of adjusting and getting that pass or getting a shot off, but missed it. Rebound is grabbed by Hitchcock-Tulare, but Gertz will steal that. Gertz's shot is an air ball, but an offensive rebound in the corner by Edwards. Here's Bartholow for 3. Left wing is good. Addie Bartholow with her first basket. First bench score for Sanborn Central Woonsocket. Makes it 21-15 as the Blackhawks once again lead by 6. Bixler on the right wing up top for Schrader. 2:15 to play first half. Ball knocked away. Bartholow nearly came away with it. I think Bartholow caught a knee to the forehead there as she went after that basketball. It certainly was not in any way, shape, or form on purpose, just a kind of a collision there. And they're going to get her out of there for a moment. Actually, she's seems to be a little more concerned about her elbow, but it sure looked like she kind of got one in the head there. And here's the 5-second call at Sanborn Central Woonsocket with the defense, and they'll get the turnover and a chance to build on this 6-point lead, which I believe has been the biggest of the night. Cross midcourt, here's Callie Hofer. Hofer to Robinson. Robinson going to lob it inside. Gertz behind the defender. Can't hit, but her offensive rebound by Schley, and the putback is in. Mackenzie Schley will be the 6th Blackhawk to score here tonight. And the lead is the biggest of the night at 8 points, 23-15. Hookman top of the key. Left wing for Bixler. Bixler looking inside for Schrader. Ripped by Boucher. Boucher ahead to Robinson. Kaylee across the timeline, cuts it back. Nice pass into Schley. Schley into a triple team. Ball knocked away and stolen by Gilbert. And Gilbert, the heads-up play there to recognize they had the advantage. Here's a pass ahead to Arthurs. Emery across midcourt as Hitchcock-Tulare back under control and in possession of the ball. Down 8 with 1:15 to play in the first half. Left wing, here's Bixler for 3. No good. Bixler trying to get after a rebound. Robinson comes away with it. Robinson ahead to Gertz, running a one-on-one. Goes lefty and at Schrader, and the shot is up and in. Gertz with 5, and it's a 10-point lead with 1 minute to play in the first half. Schrader top of the key, off to Hookman, right wing, and a near steal by Schley. Arthurs comes up with it. Arthurs going to settle for the 8-foot jumper. No good. Rebound Boucher. Boucher and Schley running with numbers. Liz all the way to the basket. The runner won't go. Got her own rebound. Let's try it again. No good. This time Schrader the board. Schrader to Arthurs. Emery across midcourt. 35 seconds left in the half. 30 on the shot clock. So a little bit of a differential there at halftime. Remember, take a look at the scoreboard. We'll get you the scores from this one. Schrader all the way to the basket, but they're not going to give her that hoop. As they say, the foul was on the floor. And it'll be on Alexa Gertz. So she has 2 and Mackenzie Schley has 2. Addie Bartholow going to check in as Mackenzie Schley will come out. And inbounding duties here for Emery Arthurs. Nearing that 5-second call again. Ball knocked away and stolen. And Robinson going to cruise all the way to the basket for the layup. So Kaylee Robinson with 7, and the lead is 12, and that is the biggest either team has enjoyed in this ball game. Sanborn Central Woonsocket built an early lead, gave it up, and now built an even bigger lead. Schrader top of the key, stolen by Boucher. Boucher's going to get a final look. She'll take it all the way to the basket. Scoops it up and in at the buzzer. Boucher with 9, and Sanborn Central Woonsocket starting to pull away at the half. Blackhawks 29. Patriots 15. Back to the studios for a 2-minute timeout. We'll come back with a halftime show. Back to Hitchcock in 2 minutes on KOKK.
At Olympic Chevrolet in Huron, count on an experienced staff. Count on a knowledgeable staff. At Olympic Chevrolet, count on a helpful and friendly staff. So whether you're in the market for a brand new vehicle or a used, dependable vehicle, count on the staff at Olympic Chevrolet to help you get the vehicle that best fits your needs. Olympic Chevrolet. Call them at 605-352-6411. See them at 500 4th Street Northeast in Huron, or go online at olympicgmc.com. Drive off the lot today with the vehicle that you've been dreaming about from Olympic Chevrolet.
I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Dairy Queen's ice cream, of course. Get your favorite cool treats at Dairy Queen of Huron. Get a chocolate-dipped cone, a dilly bar, hot fudge sundae, or their famous DQ blizzards. And for parties, anniversaries, or any occasion, order a DQ cake, a Treats pizza, or a DQ blizzard cake. Dairy Queen of Huron is open every day of the week. Drive up, carry out, or dine in. Dairy Queen of Huron. Hot eats and cool treats.
Whip Custom Farming can help with all of your crop production needs, from planting to spraying to harvesting to trucking. With over 50 years of experience, Whip Custom Farming is prepared to meet the individual producer's needs, from the entire annual operation to individual per contract jobs. Whip Custom Farming is available to do the complete job or work alongside you and your existing equipment. Find us online or call Trent at 605-350-2867. Whip Custom Farming, looking forward to growing with you.
Hi, I am Tyson Lean. As a college wrestler, I push my body to the limit every day. But after a few injuries, I started to feel like I wasn't performing at my best. That's when I turned to Carr Chiropractic and their team of experts. Through a combination of adjustments, rehab, and natural supplements, I was able to recover faster, reduce my pain, and improve my overall performance on the mat. Whether you're an athlete or just looking to improve your health, I highly recommend giving Carr Chiropractic a try.
This is Dakota Sports, committed to excellence in sports broadcasting. It's halftime.
And welcome back to Hitchcock, as Hitchcock-Tulare and Sanborn Central Woonsocket doing battle here. The first game of a girl-boy doubleheader. Remember, both games of a doubleheader tonight is Sanborn Central Woonsocket coming in 1-0. They defeated Sunshine Bible Academy in the season opener. Hitchcock-Tulare also 1-0 on this young season as they beat Ipswich on the road in the season opener. Sanborn Central Woonsocket here at the break, leading 29-15. The Blackhawks led 16-12 after one. They built a lead as big as 6 in the opening quarter. Gave that lead up midway point of the second quarter, but then ended up going on a tear, and of course helped a little bit by the hometown Patriots, who scored just 3 points in that second quarter. They went 1 of 3 from the line, just couldn't get anything inside. This defense kind of swarming here for Sanborn Central Woonsocket, caused a lot of turnovers, a lot of offensive rebounds, led to second chance baskets, and now a 14-point Blackhawk lead at the break. So for Sanborn Central Woonsocket, 16 in the first, 13 in the second, 29 in the half. They are 4 of 6 from the free throw line. They have all 5 of their starters in the scoring column. Addie Bartholow with the bench bucket. She hit a 3. 2 for Mackenzie Schley, 3 for Callie Hofer, 5 for Alexa Gertz, 1 of 2 from the line. Callie Robinson with 7. Kaylee Robinson with 7. She's got 3 of 3 from the line. 3 for Callie Hofer, I mentioned. Liz Boucher currently tied with Schrader for the overall lead in the game. Liz Boucher with 9 points. Liz is 1 of 2 from the free throw line. For Joellen Salmon and the Hitchcock-Tulare Patriot girls, 4 players in the scoring column, 1 off the bench. Emery Arthurs has 2 points off the bench. She is 2 of 5 from the stripe. 3 of the 5 starters have scored for Hitchcock-Tulare, 2 apiece for Grayson Bixler and Rebecca Heisinger. And Caitlin Schrader put up 9. And all 9 of her points came in the opening quarter. So they were able to shut her down in the second and, of course, hold Hitchcock-Tulare to just the 3 points in that quarter, and now find themselves up 14 at the break, 29-15. Send it back to the studios here for another 2-minute timeout. We'll come back, take a look at the scoreboard, brought to you by the Mirror Family Hair Care. Back to Hitchcock in 2 minutes. Scoreboard here in Hitchcock, 29-15. Sanborn Central Woonsocket leads at halftime of our girls matchup. Back in 2 minutes, the halftime show on 1210 KOKK.
This is Matt Sibley with Brian J. Davidson Insurance Agency in Huron. You changed thousands of diapers, cut off hundreds of crusts, played hours of peekaboo and duck goose. Because you do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Brian Davidson will help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family, no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call today, because like a good neighbor, State Farm.
Yeah, it's like that's picking up more. I don't know. I guess it's worth a shot. Seems really loud to me.
Regenerative certified and conventional crop production, balancing biology with fertility. They offer a full line of organic and conventional products for plant nutrition, plant health, and soil biology to help local producers, including amino protein products to stimulate biology and plant hormones, amino-chelated micronutrients, compost extracts derived from local sources, and kelp products. Rocking Z Acres is proud to support Huron and area high school sports.
Stretches Well Service Incorporated would
Check,
like
check,
to wish
check,
the
check,
Hitchcock
check.
Tulare
Okay.
Patriots the best of luck in today's game. Stretches Well Service does jobs all over South Dakota, including installation of artesian, shallow, and geothermal wells, and pump repair, installation, and irrigation work. Stretches Well Service is your T&L irrigation dealer. Get a hold of Stretch or Jeremy and see what they can do for you. Stretches Well Service of Hitchcock says, "Go Patriots!"
Cheddar Feedlot of Hitchcock is now selling bred heifers, Black Angus, Red Angus, Fancy F1 Baldy, A1 to Black, and A1 to Charlet. All cattle are ultrasounded for 21-day cycles. Call Tony for viewing at 605-350-0401. Cheddar Feedlot now selling bred heifers. Call them today. Again, call Tony, 605-350-0401. Go Patriots!
Your headquarters for sports is Dakota Sports on KOKK.
And welcome back to Hitchcock. Matt Watson live on 1210 KOKK. Both games of a girl-boy doubleheader here tonight. Remember, the scoreboard updates are brought to you by the Mirror Family Hair Care, downtown Huron. Lori and Kylie at the Mirror, 35 4th Street Southeast, downtown Huron. Plethora of services for the entire family: cuts, colors, waxes, perms, hair treatments, sugaring, eyelash extensions, shampoo sets. Stop in or call for an appointment with Lori at the Mirror. Call 605-883-HAIR. For an appointment with Kylie, call or text 605-553-1628. The Mirror Family Hair Care does accept walk-ins. They're located at 35 4th Street Southeast, downtown Huron. The Mirror Family Hair Care, downtown Huron. So bringing us scoreboard updates. Let's take a look here first of all. Girls B basketball scores. Miller and Potter County have not yet reported, which is a little bit disappointing because that game was supposed to have started at like 5:15 this evening. James Valley Christian and Highmore Herald have not reported anything yet. They were supposed to start about 6:30. I think we're just going to end up with matchups so far instead of scores here. Yeah, I think our score is the only one of area interest. Sanborn Central Woonsocket leading Hitchcock Tulare 29-15. Take a look and see if there's any. I don't think there's any A teams that we're keeping an eye on in the area, but again, Miller and Potter County haven't reported anything yet, and it looks like the Tigers have not reported anything either. Either that or that one hasn't gotten underway. That is our matchup over on Tiger Radio. So I guess the scoreboard, more of a matchup board here tonight, as really nothing has been reported from any of the matchups that we have, and none of the boys' games are really started, as a lot of those are late games of a doubleheader. Woolsey Wessington does take on Iroquois Lake Preston tonight at 7:30 in Woolsey, so that is a boys-only game. DeSmet and Clark Willow Lake, a boys-only game tonight at DeSmet High School. Hitchcock Tulare and Sanborn Central Woonsocket, of course, will play later. We'll have that one on the air here on KOKK, and I guess that'll be your schedule for now, or your scoreboard, as close as we can get it. Scoreboard updates brought to you by the Mirror Family Hair Care, downtown Huron. Let's give you a 30-second timeout, and we'll come back with the second half. 30 seconds on KOKK.
Do you know what your cattle are eating? Are they growing like you expect? At Dakota Land Feeds, their experienced feed consultants can help you be sure your cattle are getting everything they need to perform, and what will help you increase your bottom line. Let Dakota Land Feeds help formulate the right ration to fit the needs of your cattle, whether you have growing calves, feedlot cattle, yearlings, or beef cows. Dakota Land Feeds has feed consultants across the territory to help serve you. See your local Dakota Land Feeds dealer today.
Dakota Sports is committed to excellence in sports broadcasting.
Welcome back to Hitchcock, second half. Ready to get underway here. Hitchcock Tulare, Sanborn Central Woonsocket. Both teams 1-0 on the season. Sanborn Central Woonsocket a winner over SBA in the season opener. Hitchcock Tulare a winner on the road at Ipswich. So both teams looking to improve on that. Here's Kaylee Robinson straight to the basket to start the second half. And Robinson now one of 3 players with 9 points. All kind of sharing the game high here two of them Blackhawks, and Schrader for Hitchcock-Tulare. Speaking of Patriots, here's Hookman. Right wing Bixler inside, and wide open was Schrader, but she was kind of cutting to the basket, wasn't looking. An easy steal, and Boucher will lay it up on the other end. So Boucher now with 11. She'll take that game high on her own, and the lead swells to 18, 33-15. Across the timeline, here's Gilbert. Gilbert having a little bit of problem as Boucher comes over to double. Now she will lay off as they give it up to Hookman. Hookman right side for Bixler. Bixler looking in for a cutting Gilbert. Nope, leaves it for Schrader. Top of the key, a long two. Comes off the front of the iron. Schley the rebound, and Schley has it knocked away by Hookman, and it's out of bounds on Hitchcock-Tulare. Remember, the boys come up next. Both games of a doubleheader tonight on KOKK, live on the interwebs. We got a YouTube channel now. We got HuronRadio.com. A lot of different ways to watch. Of course, you can go to your app store on your phone or your tablet and search KOKK. You can find that app that way. Here's a ball knocked away on the way to the basket for Hofer, and coming up with it is Schrader, and Hitchcock-Tulare will have it. 33-15, the Sanborn Central Woonsocket Blackhawks, an 18-point advantage here on the road at Hitchcock. Here's Heisinger, right side of the free throw line. Shoots it inside to Schrader. Schrader free throw line jumper, blocked by Gertz. Tipped around, and Robinson will have it. Kaylee across the timeline. Hits a cutting Gertz. Gertz all the way to the basket. Can't finish it off. Bixler the rebound. Bixler over to Hookman. Hookman stopped shy of the timeline and now has to give it up. And Joel and Salmon will call a timeout to preserve possession. 6:06 to play here in the third quarter. 33-15. Blackhawks by 18. We're back in 30 seconds on KOKK.
When is the right home truly the right home? This is Reg Kleinsasser with the Real Estate Connection. First, can you afford it? Beyond the purchase price, you need to consider utility costs, maintenance costs, and property taxes. All of these factors add to the actual cost of a new home. Does the home meet your needs? At the Real Estate Connection, we are dedicated to helping you find a home that meets your needs without breaking your budget. We're ready to help you find the right home today. Give us a call, 352-1300, or visit our website, realestatehuron.com.
You're tuned to Dakota Sports.
Back to Hitchcock, 6:06 to play, third quarter. Girls matchup here, 1-0 Patriots, 1-0 Blackhawks. Sanborn Central Woonsocket, several additions in the offseason, a couple of Gertzes, a Bartholow, a Robinson. And this Sanborn Central Woonsocket team expected to compete deep into the year. Here's Heisinger finally off the schneid of the Patriots as they finally get a basket to fall the last couple minutes of the second quarter, and now the first couple minutes here of the third in a scoring drought. And here is a foul called on Bixler. Grayson Bixler whistled for her second, and we go to the free throw line with Kaylee Robinson. Robinson with 9 points. Misses the first free throw, her first miss of the night. She's now 3 out of 4. The team is 4 out of 7. So Robinson 9, Boucher 11. 6 players have scored tonight for the Blackhawks. Second free throw, no good. Heisinger in on the rebound, and it'll stay 33-17. Here's Hookman to the other end for the Patriots. Gilbert just right at the top of the key. Boucher out to defend her. Leaves it for Bixler. Bixler the drive, almost lost it. Kicks it out to Schrader. Schrader looking inside. Tried to fire it in there to Gilbert, but Robinson able to knock it away. Comes Bartholow and Edwards back on. They'll replace Schley and Hofer. 16 points to Sanborn Central Woonsocket lead. And a lob in, stolen by Robinson. We go the other way. Kaylee Robinson at Cambry Hookman all the way to the basket, scoops it up and in. So Robinson matches Boucher's 11. 35-17, lead back to 18 for the Blackhawks. 5 minutes left here in the third. Remember, both games of a girl-boy doubleheader tonight. Gary's El Auto Glass post-game show. We'll have 2 of those. Here's Schrader trying to give it up to Heisinger. Heisinger nearly lost it. Ball's knocked out of bounds, and it's off Sanborn Central Woonsocket. Comes Schley and Hofer back in. They'll replace Gertz and Robinson. Or maybe not. Gertz and Boucher. Just inside of 5 minutes left, third quarter. Blackhawks an 18-point lead. Hookman tips the inbounds pass, stolen away by Edwards. Edwards ahead to Robinson. Robinson the finish. So Kaylee Robinson, 6 of the 8 this quarter for the Blackhawks. She's got 13 game high and a 20-point Sanborn Central Woonsocket lead. 37-17, the Blackhawks on top. Schrader, nice pass to a cutting Bixler. Bixler can't hit, but a foul is called, and boy, exactly how they drew up the play, just the finish. They do get the foul, though, and we'll go to the free throw line here. Callie Hofer's second. First of the second half on the Blackhawks. First free throw for Bixler. Hits the heel, pops up, and falls in. Patriots 2 out of 6 from the free throw line tonight. Bixler has hit her only attempt and now ready for a second. That one is on the way and pops out. Rebound, no Schrader. She'll go right back up and in. Caitlin Schrader now with 11. 37-20, a 17-point Blackhawk lead. Left side of the free throw line. Here's a long two on the way and good for Addie Bartholow. Addison with 5 off the bench for Sanborn Central Woonsocket. Hookman for Schrader, just left to the top of the key. Guarded out there by Gertz. Heisinger trying to feed a cutting Schrader. Ball knocked out of bounds by Robinson. Midway point now of the third quarter. 4:01 left here in the third. 39-20. Sanborn Central Woonsocket on the road. A 19-point advantage. Trying to win their second game of the year. Both teams here 1-0. Here's Bixler from 5 on the baseline. That one is good. And a nice recognition there by Caitlin Schrader that Bixler was going to be open on the baseline. So that'll cut it to 39-22. Ball tipped away in the paint, but over to Edwards. Cross court, Schrader almost took it away. Picked up by Gertz. Gertz will go straight up and in. Alexa Gertz with 7 points. And a pass ahead to Schrader is nearly knocked away. Gertz almost came up with the steal. Ball tipped into the backcourt, and Schrader tried to clear her out with the off arm. I think they're going to get the foul on Gertz, but I don't, maybe one more that happens, they call that. Sometimes you just get the benefit of the doubt. Cami Edwards, Alexa Gertz checking out for Sanborn Central Woonsocket. Inbounds here, Bixler. Bixler to Hookman near the center circle. It'll be Schley and Boucher, Bartholow, Robinson, and Hofer on the court for the Blackhawks. Here's a pass inside for Hookman. It'll be Hookman, Schrader, Bixler, Heisinger, and Emery Arthurs on for Hitchcock-Tulare. Here's a foul called on the Blackhawks. And we'll see who that one is called on. It was Gertz. It was her third. Inside, outside, Heisinger to Hookman, top of the key. Cambry Hookman will take the three. No good. And it hit the shot clock. So out of bounds. 41-22, a 19-point lead for Sanborn Central Woonsocket. 3:03 left here, third quarter, as Boucher inbounds to Robinson. Lob pass ahead to Hofer. Hofer inside to Schley. Schley got trapped, kicks it back out to Robinson. Robinson the drive, can't finish it off, and it's out of her hands and out of bounds as Heisinger was there. Looked maybe like for a moment Heisinger maybe slapped it away, but not the case. Rebecca ready to inbound, brings it into Hookman. Full court pressure here for Sanborn Central Woonsocket. Hookman across midcourt, almost lost it, now poked away, and a foul going to be called on Callie Hofer, and that's going to be Hofer's third. Hofer will check out. Cami Edwards back on. Lob in is Boucher, and Boucher going to take it all the way to the rack. Steals the inbounds and the big finish to put her at 13 points, and the lead is north of 20, 43-22. Schrader with 2.5 to play in the third. Just across midcourt, here's the give and go. Heisinger, ball knocked away by Robinson, stolen by Boucher. Boucher going to leave it for Bartholow. Bartholow will flip one in, up and off the glass. Bartholow was 7 off the bench and a turnover. The inbounds, they tried to feed Heisinger behind the defense, but it was behind everybody, and it's out of bounds on Hitchcock-Tulare. Baruth will check in for the first time tonight. Addie Baruth. Baruth to replace Schley, and 2:10 now to play third quarter as we'll await an inbounder. It'll be Cambry Hookman. Hookman ready to bring it in for the hometown Patriots. Patriots down 45-22. And there's the 5-second call and a turnover to Sanborn Central Woonsocket. As the Blackhawks have slowly built a 23-point advantage. They led by 4 after a quarter. They led by 14 at halftime. And here's one of the big reasons why. I think everybody out there just touched that one, and Boucher with the finish. So Boucher with 15, and she takes back game high. Here's a ball knocked away and stolen. Boucher, lob pass for Bartholow. Bartholow can't finish. Boucher there to clean it up. Boucher was 17, and the rout is on here in Hitchcock. 49-22, the Blackhawks lead. 90 seconds left in the third. Hookman into a double team, almost gave it up. And now Joel and Salmon will call the timeout to hold on to the basketball. Minute 29 left, third quarter, 49-22 Blackhawks. Full timeout, we're back in a minute. 60 seconds on KOKK.
Graf Electric of Wolsey, proud to offer residential and commercial work in Wolsey and the surrounding area. Call Jay at 605-353-5366 anytime, day or night, to get the lights back on in your home or business. Check out Graf's Electric at grafelectricsd.com. Graf Electric, the home of electrifying customer service. Call Jay at 353-5366. Graf Electric is a proud sponsor of Area Sports.
Action news on the scene. Once again, a craft of some sort has crash landed. I can see movement coming from the craft. Is it the sun? It is. It's confirmed and emerging now exactly what we thought. It is the sun. Ty Clark has just emerged from the craft. He's the son of Kent Clark. And yes, they're teaming up like Superman and Boy Wonder. Father and son finally together. Kent Clark Insurance, Wessington. Equal opportunity provider. 458-2281. For your crop insurance needs.
Dakota Sports.
Welcome back to Hitchcock, Sanborn Central Woonsocket. Hitchcock-Tulare, front end of a doubleheader here tonight. Girl-boy double dip as we'll get ready for a boys matchup. After a Gary Zell Auto Glass post-game report, which of course comes your way after this girls game. Pass inside for Schrader, and she's fouled. A free throw's coming for Schrader as the foul is on well, first free throw good for Schrader. Puts her at a dozen. Second free throw is good. And Schrader with 13. And we'll see. Yes, the foul was on 33. Tori Hoffman. And here is Hoffman inside. Short shot is no good. Got her own rebound. Her and Arthur's going at it for the jump ball. And, oh, they're actually going to call a foul. Foul's on, oh, it's on Emery Arthurs, her third. Minute 13 left here in the third, 49-24. Blackhawks by 25. Top of the key, inbounds Cammie Edwards. Edwards flips it to Hoffman, back to Edwards. Edwards the baseline drive and a foul on, I believe, Bixler. And it is Grayson Bixler's third. And to the free throw line with Edwards. First free throw, no good. Laney Gertz will check in for the first time tonight. Second free throw, no good. It'll stay 49-24 with a minute left in the third. Pass down to Emery Arthurs. Arthurs can't quite finish it off. Rebound grabbed by Baruth. Edwards in the backcourt, across the timeline now. Baruth back to Edwards. Cammie to drive. Tried to get it out in the corner there for Gertz, but knocked away, stolen by Schrader. Schrader ahead to Arthurs again. Arthurs trying to finish. And a whistle on Sanborn Central Woonsocket. Blackhawks bench wanted a charge there, but the officials do not agree. It's Addie Baruth, her first. Free throws here for Emery Arthurs. Arthurs 2 of 5 from the line. Had the 2 points in the first half. Has not scored here in the second half. First free throw is no good. The team is 3 out of 5 here in the quarter. 5 out of 10 in the game from the free throw line. Arthurs ready for another. Second is on the way, and that one rims out. Offensive rebound. While Schrader had it for a moment. Chased down in the corner by a couple of players. And knocked out of bounds by Sanborn Central Woonsocket. So the Patriots will hold on to it with the shot clock off now. 34 seconds to play in the third. And now we'll get a quick timeout here for the Blackhawks. 34 seconds to play third quarter. 49-24. Sanborn Central Woonsocket leads. A 30-second timeout. Back in 30 seconds on KOKK.
Playing the game means bumps, bruises, and breaks happen. Lean on Huron Regional Medical Center Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Orthopedic surgeons Dr. Kevin Over and Dr. Todd Anderson, along with the Pro Rehab Physical Therapy teams, are here to get you back in your game. Schedule an appointment at HuronRegional.org, because when it comes to your health, the right care is right here. Best of luck to our area athletes from Huron Regional Medical Center.
Dakota Sports is committed to excellence in sports broadcasting.
And back underway. Ball knocked away, and here's a steal for Sanborn Central Woonsocket. Laney Gertz, though, trying to chase it down, and it's going to get out of bounds. Actually, I think that was Hoffman. Yeah, Torrey Hoffman. Couldn't quite catch up to it. Got a little far out in front of her there. 20 seconds left in the third. Patriots across the timeline. Hitchcock-Tulare down by 25 here with the closing seconds of the third. Hookman to Bixler. Bixler inside for Schrader. Schrader the turnaround, and that one can't climb up and in. Came up short. Rebound grabbed by, I believe, Baruth. And that's the final seconds of the third, and that's it for 3. After 3, Sanborn Central Woonsocket 49. Hitchcock-Tulare 24. We're back in a minute with the fourth quarter. 1 minute on KOKK.
Stretches Well Service Incorporated would like to wish the Hitchcock-Tulare Patriots the best of luck in today's game. Stretches Well Service does jobs all over South Dakota, including installation of artesian, shallow, and geothermal wells, and pump repair, installation, and irrigation work. Stretches Well Service is your TNL irrigation dealer. Get a hold of Stretch or Jeremy and see what they can do for you. Stretches Well Service of Hitchcock says, "Go Patriots!"
Cheddar Feedlot of Hitchcock is now selling bred heifers, Black Angus, Red Angus, Fancy F1 Baldy, A1 to Black, and A1 to Charlet. All cattle are ultra-sounded for 21-day cycles. Call Tony for viewing at 605-350-0401. Cheddar Feedlot now selling bred heifers. Call them today. Again, call Tony, 605-350-0401. Go Patriots!
You're tuned to Dakota Sports on KOKK.
Welcome back to Hitchcock. Fresh 8 on the board. Final quarter of a girls matchup set to get underway, and barring some sort of epic comeback, Sanborn Central Woonsocket might just have this one at the all over but the final tally, but still a fourth quarter to play as Hitchcock Tulare starts with the basketball and a chance here to cut into this lead. Here's Hookman for three. No good, but an offensive board by Emory Arthurs, and they'll get another look. Hookman just left to the top of the key, still on the dribble. Bounces it over to Bixler just right now, leaves it for Schrader on the wing right side. Schrader up top for Arthurs. Arthurs swings it left wing for Bixler. Bixler's pass inside is tipped by the Blackhawks and out of bounds. Oh, they say it went off a Patriot. Now, the other official's going to say, yeah, that. In fact, I think Alexa Gertz knows. Yeah. Alexa Gertz kind of knew. She was standing there, just sort of a wry little smile on her face, was thinking, okay, if they give it to me, I'm going to take it, obviously. And now Hitchcock Tulare basketball. The inbounds. Arthurs looks at a three, doesn't want it. Drives in a couple feet, tries a long two. No good, but a whistle on Mackenzie Schley. Her third. Team's first of the quarter. Free throws here for Emory Arthurs. Arthurs having a tough go from the line tonight. Emory 2 out of 7. The team is 5 out of 11. First free throw here is up, hits the heel and pops out. Well, Sanborn Central Woonsocket 16 in the first, 13 in the second, 20 in the third without a free throw. They were 0 for 4 from the free throw line in that third quarter as Arthurs misses another one but got her own rebound. Back outside to Hookman, and they'll get a look here. Right wing, it's Schrader. Schrader inside to a cutting Hookman. Hookman sees a double team, kicks it back out. Arthurs a three from the corner. No good. Rebound in the corner for Schley. She's triple teamed, but her pass is kicked out of bounds by Bixler. And Sanborn Central Woonsocket will now just get a second to set up the inbounds with 7:04 left in the ball game, leading 49-24. Here's Arthurs the steal. All the way to the basket, can't finish it off. Got her own rebound. Let's try it again. Again, it's no good, and this time the rebound grabbed by Robinson and a foul on Bixler. So for Grayson, that's her fourth. Be the first on the Patriots here in the quarter. Just under 7 minutes to play. Sanborn Central Woonsocket, the 25-point advantage. Right wingers Gertz looking at three, doesn't want it. The drive leaves it for Robinson. She'll take the long two. That's no good. Rims out, rebound Gertz. Alexa will try it again. It's no good. Schrader this time on the board. Schrader ahead to Arthurs. Arthurs across the timeline, settles for the 12-foot jumper, no good. Long rebound out to Gertz. Alexa wanting to push it for Sanborn Central Woonsocket. Gertz hits a cutting Schley. Schley can't finish it off. Offensive rebound, though. Robinson aboard, and they'll get another look. Here's Gertz, a long two on the baseline again, no good. And a foul on the board will go on Sanborn Central Woonsocket. It'll be on Alexa Gertz, and I think that's her fourth. As Joellen Salmon will check in Emma Schneider for the first time tonight. Here's Arthurs across the timeline. Schneider on the right wing. Top of the key now, Hookman. Trying to get Gilbert set up in the post, but Gertz doing a pretty good job. Or Robinson inside right now. Up top here for Schneider. They'll get it inside now to Gilbert. Gilbert trying to bully her way in. Ball knocked away, stolen by Boucher. Boucher ahead to Robinson. Kaylee, right side of the paint, had it knocked away. Gets the handle. Nice pass inside to Gertz, who just found herself on the low block there, just kind of waiting to see what was going to happen. And Robinson hits her with a very nice pass. And here's Gertz with the steal. Alexa the other way, right at Hookman. All the way to the basket, off the window. That's true. So back-to-back baskets by Alexa Gertz, and the Blackhawks have their biggest lead of the night. 53-24, 5:15 to play here. Gary's El Auto Glass post-game report will come your way after this one. And then remember, we'll have a boys matchup as well, as here's a steal by Boucher, and the whistle will be her second. Be the third on the Blackhawks here in the quarter. Is about 5 minutes to play. Blackhawks lead by 30 or 29 rather. And here's a ball knocked away and a steal by Boucher. Boucher ahead to Robinson. Robinson, the pass was behind her, but nice adjustment, goes lefty off the window. And when you're on, you're just on. And one of those nights is Robinson lays that one in, and now it's a 31-point lead, 55-24. I think Sanborn Central Woonsocket is going to go 5 in, 5 out. We've seen Addie Bartholow, Cammie Edwards, Addie Baruth, Tori Hoffman, Lainey Gertz all in tonight off the bench. There's another ball knocked away and a steal by Robinson. Robinson ahead to Gertz. Gertz wanting to finish. Nice block by Schrader. Ball knocked into the hands of Gilbert, and Hitchcock-Tulare will come away with the ball. Here's Gilbert. Pass ahead to Hookman. Hookman a lob ahead for Arthurs. Arthurs going at you. Passed one. Got stuck underneath and puts it up and in. They're just stopping to get the subs in, so Emery Arthur's basket will count. She's got 4 points. So Rob Baruth changing the lineup over. Addie Bartholow comes in. Cammie Edwards is on. Kenzie Baruth. Tori Hoffman. And I think one more is Addie Baruth. Here's a ball knocked out of bounds. Hitchcock-Tulare will come away with it. 4:04 to play. Kind of all over but the final tally here. 29 points the difference right now. 55-26 and 4 minutes to go here. Arthurs to Hookman. Right side to Bixler. Bixler up top for Schneider. Emma Schneider looking inside, got Gilbert. Gilbert working the up, now the under. Shot came up short. Bartholow the rebound. Bartholow back across the timeline. Drives all the way to the basket. Lefty finish won't go, and a whistle will send Bartholow to the free throw line. See who they call this one on. Looks like Emma Schneider, her first. Bartholow hits the first free throw. Bartholow 8 off the bench for the Blackhawks. Second free throw is no good, and Hookman and Gilbert both there to collect the rebound. Gilbert will take it, hands it off to Hookman. Hookman across midcourt, left corner Bixler. Bixler back up top. Cambry Hookman at the top of the key. Backing off, Addie Baruth out to defend, and now Hookman has to give it up, does to Arthurs. Arthurs on the right wing. 3:15 to play, pass to a cutting Cambry Hookman. Hookman retreats to the right corner, finds Gilbert. Gilbert's shot is partially tipped, I believe, into the hands of Kenzie Baruth. Kenzie back to Cammie Edwards. Edwards across midcourt. Sanborn Central Woonsocket going to work. Edwards sees an opening, drives all the way to the basket and a travel. Clock winding inside of 3 minutes here, as the difference has been a few times 30 points, and that's what it is right now, 56-26. 2:40 left here, and remember, Gary's El Auto Glass post-game show coming up, so we'll get you the scores from this one, the breakdown. We'll get you the scores from around the game, any games that we can find scores for. Cammie Edwards, the pass ahead. Bartholow can't finish it off. Rebound Patriots. Hookman on the left wing, 2:20 to play. Gary's El Auto Glass postgame a couple minutes away, as Sanborn Central Woonsocket really in control since about the midway point of the second quarter. They went on an 8-0 run to close the first half, and Hitchcock-Tulare went kind of cold there. Only scored 3 points in the second, and then a slow start in the third. They ended up with 9, but 6 of those came in the last couple of minutes of the third quarter. And of course, by then, the rout was on. It was 25 points after 3 quarters and swelled to 30 and even north of 30 a couple times here. And right now, an even 30. Here's a whistle on Emory Arthurs. Gary's Zalato Glass post-game report coming up. Remember, boy-girl doubleheader tonight, so we'll have a boys game coming up as well. Right corner, here's Addie Bartholow. Inside, Baruth the turnaround, and that one is good for Kenzie Baruth. And change over some more lineup here momentarily. Gilbert inside, works around her defender and puts that one up and in. Down to the final minute, and here is a whistle just to get subs in. 30. 24 is Lainey Gertz. 10 is Macy Bay. Emil Lindgren is number 30. See who else is out there. 25 is Addie Baruth. She'll stay on. 14, Miley Adams. Changes here for Joellen Salmon as well. And so bring in Regan Luter. Inbounds pass, ball almost knocked away. Blackhawks will hold possession with 30 seconds to play. Here's a three from the top of the key, and that one is good. Miley Adams from long range. 61-28, a big victory here tonight for Sanborn Central Woonsocket. And for Hitchcock-Tulare, it'll end kind of fittingly. They'll lob it inside, try to get it into Schrader. The pass over her head, not out of bounds. As Sanborn Central Woonsocket going to take the victory here on the road. They'll go to 2-0. Hitchcock-Tulare will fall to 1-1. Your final here tonight, 61-28, Sanborn Central Woonsocket. Gary Zell Auto Glass postgame show comes your way after a timeout of 2 minutes. Back in 2 minutes on KOKK.
With nearly 130 stores in 12 states, Slumberland has the buying power to bring you the best values from the nation's top furniture brands. Slumberland is America's #1 dealer for Lazy Boy furniture. Slumberland is also the Midwest's largest retailer for Sealy, Simmons, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic mattresses. Slumberland of Huron is completely locally owned and operated. Our staff, including sales and delivery, is made up entirely of your neighbors in Huron. So for the best brands at the best prices, along with truly local service, turn to Slumberland Furniture of Huron.
Kaufman Livestock of Huron is a proud supporter of the Huron Tigers in all area high school athletics. Marty, Cody, and Logan Kaufman raise registered Simmental bulls. 2 are former Huron Tigers, 1 a former Alpena Wildcat. Best of luck to all area athletes and the Huron Tigers. From Kaufman Livestock of Huron.
It seems like nothing's built to last these days. Well, here's one that's built to last a long time. Portable creek feeders from Burns Manufacturing in Wessington. These creek feeders are built with convenience and durability in mind. Feed flow is easily adjustable with an agitation bar to prevent bridging and snug-fitting lids. Portable creek feeders from Burns Manufacturing are made locally in Wessington, South Dakota. Put a portable creek feeder from Burns Manufacturing of Wessington into your farming operation.
6B Seed and Supply of Alpena is your Legend Seeds dealer. Wishes good luck to all area teams. As a Legend Seeds dealer, 6B has access to all the leading traits, genetics, and innovative biologicals in the industry. You can guarantee they have your best interest in mind. Call 6B Seed 605-354-2699 and put their name and Legend Seeds products to work on your farm.
Gary Zell Auto Glass is a proud supporter of area high school sports and sponsor of the post-game show. Gary and Michael Zell offer mobile glass replacement of windshields, door glass, cars and trucks, even tractor cabs on site. Gary Zell Auto Glass does chip repairs and they process all insurance paperwork. Call 352-0836 or toll free 1-888-852-0355. Gary Zell Auto Glass in Huron. It's time for the post-game report on 1210 KOKK. Brought to you by Gary Zell Auto Glass in Huron. Once again, here's Matt Watson.
Well, thank you, sir, and welcome back to Hitchcock. Gary Zell Auto Glass post-game report number 1 as Rob Baruth and the Sanborn Central Woonsocket girls come to town and take apart the Hitchcock Tulare Patriots. The final here tonight, 61-28, as Baruth and the Blackhawks improve their season mark to 2-0. And Hitchcock Tulare falls to 1-1. First of all, the hometown squad off the bench. Emery Arthur's all the bench scoring. She had 4 points. Arthur's a tough goal from the free throw line. Ends up 2 of 9 from the stripe on the evening. 4 of the 5 starters scored as well for Joellen Salmon and the Hitchcock Tulare Patriots. Isabel Gilbert with 2 points. Rebecca Heisinger with 4. And Grayson Bixler with 5. Bixler was 1 of 2 from the free throw line. One player in double figures for the Patriots is Caitlin Schrader. Schrader scored 9 in the first, 4 in the third, and that's her ball game, 13 points. She was perfect in 2 free throw attempts. 13 points for Schrader to lead Hitchcock Tulare 2 of 2 from the free throw line. The team put up 12 in the first, 3 in the second, 9 in the third, 4 in the fourth, 28 in the game, 5 of 13 from the line, and again led by Caitlin Schrader with 13 points. For Sanborn Central Woonsocket, they got off the bench 13 points tonight. Kenzie Baruth, 2 of them. Miley Adams with 3. 8 for Addie Bartholow. Bartholow hit a 3 and went 1 of 2 from the free throw line. All 5 starters scored for Sanborn Central Woonsocket, 3 in double figures. Mackenzie Schley with 2 points. Callie Hofer with 3 in the ball game. Callie hit a 3 in that opening quarter. 3 more in double figures. Alexa Gertz with 11. Gertz scored in every quarter, went 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Kaylee Robinson, 15 in the game tonight. Kaylee scored in every quarter. She went 3 of 5 from the stripe, and Liz Boucher leads them with 17. Boucher didn't need all 4 quarters. She scored 17 over 3. She leads all scorers in this one and leads her team to the 61-28 victory as Sanborn Central Woonsocket girls, as advertised, 61-28 the win over Hitchcock Tulare. Baruth with 3 players in double figures, 1 more awful close, led by Liz Boucher with 17, Kaylee Robinson 15, Alexa Gertz with 11, and Sanborn Central Woonsocket a big win here on their second game of the season. They go to 2-0 with the win here. Hitchcock Tulare falls to 1-1. Back to the studios for another minute. We'll return, take a look at your scoreboard. Remember, scoreboard updates are brought to you by the Mirror Family Hair Care. We'll also hear from Gary Zell Auto Glass, our post-game report sponsor, and 1 of 2 post-game reports here tonight for Gary Zell Auto Glass as we're getting ready for a boys matchup between Hitchcock Tulare and Sanborn Central Woonsocket. Final in the girls game, all Blackhawks 61-28. Your scoreboard after a 1-minute timeout back in 60 seconds on KOKK.
At Olympic Chevrolet in Huron, count on an experienced staff. Count on the knowledge of the staff. At Olympic Chevrolet, count on a helpful and friendly staff. So whether you're in the market for a brand new vehicle or a used dependable vehicle, count on the staff at Olympic Chevrolet to help you get the vehicle that best fits your needs. Olympic Chevrolet, call them at 605-352-6411. See them at 500 4th Street Northeast in Huron or go online at olympicgmc.com. Drive off a lot today with the vehicle that you've been dreaming about from Olympic Chevrolet.
Gary Zell Auto Glass is a proud supporter of area high school sports and sponsor of the post-game show. Gary and Michael Zell offer mobile glass replacement of windshields, door glass, cars and trucks, even tractor cabs on site. Gary Zell Auto Glass does chip repairs and they process all insurance paperwork. Call 352-0836 or toll free 1-888-852-0355. Gary Zell Auto Glass in Huron.
Dakota Sports is committed to excellence in sports broadcasting.
Taking a look here at the scoreboard. Remember, scoreboard updates are brought to you by the Mirror Family Hair Care downtown Huron. Lori and Kylie at the Mirror bringing us our scoreboard update. Well, Brookings defeated the Tiger girls by a final of 48-27. That's our girls matchup, our game of the night over on Tiger Radio and a game at the Huron Arena. Any other scores to pass along? Scores of interest. Wagner leading Mount Vernon Plankinton 47-45 with under a minute to play. I'll get to see MVP Thursday at Miller. Speaking of Miller, still nothing reported with them and Potter County. Wolsey Wessington, I know, has a boys-only game tonight. Highmore Herald leading James Valley Christians girls 7-0 at Hyde County Memorial Auditorium there as a game of interest. Falkton leading Sunshine Bible in girls hoops at the half, 23-9. And again, Miller and Potter County have not reported. We'll get you scores passed along on that one as soon as they become available. And our final in our girls game here tonight, 61-28. Sanborn Central Woonsocket picks up the victory. That'll do it for Gary Zell Auto Glass postgame report numero uno. And we'll take a 3-minute timeout and come back with a pregame report number 2. We'll get ready for a boys matchup between Sanborn Central Woonsocket and Hitchcock Tulare after a 3-minute timeout on 1210 KOKK.
I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Dairy Queen's ice cream, of course. Get your favorite cool treats at Dairy Queen of Huron. Get a chocolate dipped cone, a dilly bar, hot fudge sundae, or their famous DQ blizzards. And for parties, anniversaries, or any occasion, order a DQ cake, treats a pizza, or a DQ blizzard cake. Dairy Queen of Huron is open every day of the week. Drive up, carry out, or dine in. Dairy Queen of Huron. Hot eats and cool treats.
Hi, I am Tyson Lean. As a college wrestler, I push my body to the limit every day. But after a few injuries, I started to feel like I wasn't performing at my best. That's when I turned to Carr Chiropractic and their team of experts. Through a combination of adjustments, rehab, and natural supplements, I was able to recover faster, reduce my pain, and improve my overall performance on the mat. Whether you're an athlete or just looking to improve your health, I highly recommend giving Carr Chiropractic a try.
Hook Custom Farming can help with all of your crop production needs from planting to spraying to harvesting to trucking. With over 50 years of experience, Hook Custom Farming is prepared to meet the individual producer's needs from the entire annual operation to individual contract jobs. Hook Custom Farming is available to do the complete job or work alongside you and your existing equipment. Find us online or call Trent at 605-350-2867. Hook Custom Farming, looking forward to growing with you.
Matt Sibley with Brian J. Davidson Insurance Agency in Huron. You changed thousands of diapers, cut off hundreds of crusts, played hours of peekaboo and duck because you do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Brian Davidson will help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family, no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call today, because like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Rocking Z Acres of Wessington provides USDA certified organic, SCI regenerative certified and conventional crop production, balancing biology with fertility. They offer a full line of organic and conventional products for plant nutrition, plant health, and soil biology to help local producers, including amino protein products to stimulate biology and plant hormones, amino-chelated micronutrients, compost extracts derived from local sources, and kelp products. Rocking Z Acres is proud to support Huron and area high school sports.
Stretches Well Service Incorporated would like to wish the Hitchcock Tulare Patriots the best of luck in today's game. Stretches Well Service does jobs all over South Dakota, including installation of artesian, shallow, and geothermal wells, and pump repair, installation, and irrigation work. Stretches Well Service is your TNL irrigation dealer. Get a hold of Stretch or Jeremy and see what they can do for you. Stretches Well Service of Hitchcock says, "Go Patriots!"
You're tuned to Dakota Sports on KOKK.
And welcome back to Hitchcock. Matt Watson live, 1210 KOKK, getting ready for a boys matchup. As always, the reading of the officials brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General, Division of Consumer Protection. Thanks again to them for, as always, bringing us the reading of the officials. The law on the field or the mat or the court is always brought to you there by the Division of Consumer Protection. Your law tonight, Matt Clark, Greg Blue, and Brad McGurr. Again, your officiating crew on the floor here tonight in Hitchcock for our boys game, our second of two. Matt Clark, Greg Blue, Brad McGurr as we get set for a boys matchup between Sanborn Central Woonsocket, 1-0 on this young season, Hitchcock Tulare at 0-1. Taking a look at the lineups. First of all, for the visiting squad, Sanborn Central Woonsocket and Tate Deinert. They'll have off the bench Eli White, Sam Baruth, Riley Neen, Tristan Larson, Parker Etzwald, Cole Wilson, Landon Jensen, Tyler Brusky, Will Simons, and Carter Edwards, that's your reserves tonight here for this boys basketball squad for Tate Deinert. His assistants are Trey Weber, Spence Schlicht, and Jordan Von Eye. Starting 5 tonight for Sanborn Central Woonsockets boys. Number 2, a 6-foot junior, Grant Edwards. Number 10, a 6'2 junior, McCoy Schultz. Number 11, a 6'1 senior, Bryce Larson. Number 12, a 5'10 senior, Evan Easton. And number 50, a 5'11 senior, Peyton Euchre. Again, Edwards, Schultz, Larson, Easton, and Euchre. Sanborn Central Woonsocket here tonight, and looks like the black unis as well. So again, Sanborn Central Woonsocket coming in tonight with a mark of 1-0 for the hometown Patriots of Hitchcock-Tulare, coming in at 0-1. Off the bench, Tom Salmon and his assistants, Jeremy Knoll and Josh Underberg. We'll have Matthew Salmon, Aiden Frankenstein, Tristan Knoll, Max Gilbert, Gavin Schneider, Deegan Mose, Preston Whiff, and Derek Johnson. Starting 5 here for Hitchcock-Tulare. And Tom Salmon, number 1, 6-foot sophomore Logan Labrie. Number 2, twin brother, 6'1 sophomore Briggs Labrie. Number 3, 6-foot sophomore Devin Enander. Number 4, 6'5 sophomore Patrick Maynard. And number 15, 5'11" sophomore Caden Weinreich. So Hitchcock-Tulare starting 5 sophomores in Logan and Briggs Labrie, Devin Enander, Patrick Maynard, and Caden Weinreich. And in fact, as you take a look at this, if you're wondering why they don't start a senior, it's because they don't have one. In fact, they only have 3 juniors, Tristan Knoll, Deegan Mose, and Preston Whiff. The only juniors. Other than that, this squad is built solely of sophomores, and we'll see how they perform here tonight at home against Tate Deinert and his slightly more experienced Blackhawks. 3 seniors, 2 juniors in this starting lineup here tonight for the Blackhawks of Sanborn Central Woonsocket. So that's a check of your lineups. Again, your officiating crew, Matt Clark, Greg Blue, Brad McGurr. Minutes away from tip-off in a boys matchup. 2nd of 2 coming up on Dakota Sports. We'll send it back to the studios for 2 minutes. See if we can maybe come up with a scoreboard update here. We'll get a quick 2-minute timeout. Back in 2 minutes on KOKK.
Cheddar Feedlot of Hitchcock is now selling bred heifers, Black Angus, Red Angus, Fancy F1 Baldy, A1 to Black, and A1 to Charlotte. All cattle are ultra-sounded for 21-day cycles. Call Tony for viewing at 605-350-0401. Cheddar Feedlot now selling bred heifers. Call them today. Again, call Tony. 605-350-0401. Go Patriots! Are you looking for an easier way to get supplement to your calves? Check out liquid supplements available from Dakota Land Feeds. They have a variety of options available to meet specific needs of your cattle and your operation. All their liquid supplements are made to order when you need them. Liquid supplements are easy to handle and have improved mixability compared to dry feeds. Dakota Land Feeds is your only local feed dealer to manufacture liquid supplement right here in South Dakota. Dakota Land Feeds, your local feed source.
When is the right home truly the right home? This is Reg Kleinsasser with the Real Estate Connection. First, can you afford it? Beyond the purchase price, you need to consider utility costs, maintenance costs, and property taxes. All of these factors add to the actual cost of a new home. Does the home meet your needs? At the Real Estate Connection, we are dedicated to helping you find a home that meets your needs without breaking your budget. We're ready to help you find the right home today. Give us a call, 352-1300, or visit our website, realestatehuron.com.
Graf Electric of Wolsey is proud to offer residential and commercial work in Wolsey and the surrounding area. Call Jay at 645-253-5366 anytime, day or night, to get the lights back on in your home or business. Check out Graf Electric at grafelectricsd.com. Graf Electric, the home of electrifying customer service. Call Jay at 253-5366. Graf Electric is a proud sponsor of Area Sports.
Your headquarters for sports is Dakota Sports on KOKK.
And welcome back to Hitchcock. Here on Tiger Girls, fall to 2-1, lost to Brookings tonight. by the final of 48-27. The Tiger girls were getting a little mention there in the Aa rankings, but I don't know. We'll see how this loss here tonight affects that. Miller beat Potter County tonight in girls hoops 69-34. We just had Sanborn Central Woonsocket beating Hitchcock-Tulare 61-28. Scoreboard updates brought to you by the Mirror Family Hair Care, downtown Huron. It will be Patrick Maynard to tip it up for Tom Salmon and the Patriots. McCoy Schultz will tip it up for Deinert and the Blackhawks. Second game of 2 set to get underway here. As just minutes past 8 o'clock on 12:10 a.m. KOKK in Huron. Tip into the backcourt, Devin Enander for Hitchcock-Tulare, and the Patriots a chance to strike first. Labrie on the right wing, back up top for Weinreich. Labrie on the right side. Logan to Briggs. Briggs up top. Cross-court a pass, ripped. Steal by Grant Edwards. Edwards the other way for Sanborn Central Woonsocket. Left wing, a pass tipped right back into the hands of Edwards. Right wing for Easton now. Easton will leave it out for McCoy Schultz. Schultz on the right wing. Bryce Larson out there here for Sanborn Central Woonsocket. Here's McCoy Schultz, the drive, leaves it in the corner. Here's a 3, no good for Easton. Offensive rebound and put back good for Grant Edwards. And quickly down court are the Patriots. Caden Weinreich got behind the defense, and he'll get a layup. Ties us at 2, 7 minutes to play opening quarter. Right side, here's Larson, the drive. Leaves it out in the corner for Euchre. Euchre on the wing left side, Grant Edwards. Edwards backing in Labrie. Back outside, right side for Schultz. McCoy going to leave it out for Easton. Back outside, Larson a deep 3. That one is airmail and out of bounds. Did Maynard touch it? He did. He thought just for a split second. Maybe nobody saw that, but Matt Clark right there to call that one. And Larson will inbound for Sanborn Central Woonsocket. Tied at 2 here in the boys matchup. Here's a 3 by Easton. That one is no good. Rebound out to Briggs Labrie, and we go the other way with the Patriots. Briggs over to Logan. Logan on the right side for Enander. Here's Devin Enander on the dribble to the top of the key. Weinreich comes out of the paint. They've got back and forth to Labrie. They're trying to kind of set up Maynard there, but now they'll get it inside. Patrick turns, drives to the basket, and is fouled. A couple of free throws coming here for Hitchcock-Tulare. Was on Peyton Euchre, and that is Euchre's first. Maynard to the free throw line. Ties it 2 early on, trying to break the tie. 6:12 to play first quarter. Free throw for Maynard is up and in. So Patrick able to give his team the early lead. And the sophomore with a second free throw. That one is no good, and the rebound grabbed by McCoy Schultz. Schultz up court for the Blackhawks. 3-2. Hitchcock-Tulare leads. Drive by Grant Edwards. Drive to the free throw line. Free throw line jumper is up and in. And Edwards has both of the early baskets for Sanborn Central Woonsocket. And here's a ball tipped, and Edwards comes away with it. Edwards inside. Schultz drives, and McCoy Schultz with the finish. McCoy with his first basket. 6-3 Sanborn Central Woonsocket. Here's Euchre with a steal as Maynard tried to feed across the baseline to Enander. The other way with Larson. Back out to Schultz. Right corner Easton doesn't want the 3. Drives baseline, finds Larson, top of the key. 3 ball, no good. Rebound tipped out. Maynard to Weinreich. And Caden Weinreich across the timeline. Leaves it now for Enander. A couple set to come in for Sanborn Central Woonsocket, and here's a ball thrown to nobody. McCoy Schultz gets an easy steal here. Right wing, here's a 3 by Euchre, no good. Long rebound, Euchre got it himself. Leaves it for Larson. Larson's pass ripped, though, stolen by Labrie. Just inside of 5 minutes to play, quarter number 1 from Hitchcock. Boy-girl doubleheader tonight. Boys game 6-3 Blackhawks. Girls game went to Sanborn Central Woonsocket 61-28. Left side, here's Devin Enander, 15 on the shot clock. Devin all the way to the rack, can't finish it off. Rebound Larson. Larson the pass ahead to Edwards. Edwards with Schultz trailing. He'll take it himself. Edwards off the window. Actually, wait, that wasn't Edwards. That was Evan Easton. And Evans got his first basket, and now Bryce Larson steals the inbounds. He'll take the free throw line jumper. That one is good. And the Blackhawks pouring it on early. 10-3, 4:20 to play opening quarter from Hitchcock. We're back in a minute, 60 seconds. No, make it 30. We're back in 30. 30 seconds on KOKK.
Action news on
Okay, 23 and who?
Has crash landed. I can see movement coming from the craft. Is it the sun? It is. It's confirmed and emerging now exactly what we thought. It is the sun. Ty Clark has just emerged from the craft. He's the son of Kent Clark. And yes, they're teaming up like Superman and Boy Wonder. Father and son finally together. Kent Clark Insurance Washington. Equal opportunity provider. 458-2281 for your crop insurance needs.
You're tuned to Dakota Sports.
Sanborn Central Woonsocket off the timeout. We'll check in Sam Baruth, 6'3 junior. Also coming in is Landon Jensen, a 5'10 junior. Looks like Euchre will get a rest, and I think Easton. 4:20 left in the opening quarter. 10-3, Sanborn Central Woonsocket leads. Here's a pass across the timeline for Hitchcock Tulare's Aiden Frankenstein in for the first time off the timeout. And baseline drive here. Maynard passed a couple of defenders and a nice finish by Maynard. So Patrick Maynard, his first field goal. He's got a free throw. And it's 10-5. And here's a drive to the basket by Edwards. Lost it off his leg and out of bounds. So hometown Patriots on the comeback here, trailed by 7. And now a 5-point deficit. And the inbounds, but they turned it over. Pass is inside to Sam Baruth, or excuse me, Landon Jensen, and Jensen is fouled on the way up. Foul is on Briggs Labrie. That'll be his first. I think the first of the game on the Patriots. And at the free throw line, Landon Jensen, his first is no good. That's the first attempt tonight for Sanborn Central Woonsocket. Patriots are 1 of 2 from the stripe. Second free throw, no good as Jensen misses them both, and the rebound grabbed by Maynard. But Maynard ahead to Enander. Enander cross court, Weinreich, left corner Labrie. Labrie going to drive baseline, tried to finish, couldn't get it to go, but does get the whistle. And Briggs Labrie going to head for the free throw line, try to get a couple as the foul's called on Landon Jensen, his first. Briggs Labrie to the stripe, one of 5 sophomores in the starting lineup for Hitchcock Tulare. They also have brought in Aiden Frankenstein. He's also a sophomore. And, of course, that's just the majority of the squad. This team's all sophomores and 3 juniors, no seniors on the team. First free throw for Briggs Labrie is no good. Hitchcock Tulare early is 1 of 3 from the line. Here's Labrie's second. That one is no good. And Maynard, probably lucky he didn't get called over the back there as the rebound's grabbed by McCoy Schultz. Schultz down to Jensen. Landon trying to finish. He'll get the finish and 1. So Jensen, after missing a couple of free throws, will come down and try to totally redeem himself as Patrick Maynard will pick up his first. Hitchcock Tulare going to check Aiden Frankenstein back in. He'll replace Patrick Maynard with his first personal foul. So Landon Jensen with the extra free throw. Coming off an 0 for 2 trip. He will knock down the spare, and his 3 points make it 13-5. An 8-point Sanborn Central Woonsocket lead. Enander quickly down to Weinreich. Weinreich from the corner to Labrie. Logan out to Briggs, and Briggs out near the timeline. Just left to the top of the key. Pass inside for Enander was batted around and ends up in the hands of Labrie. He tried to feed it inside and it went off. I thought it went off Schultz and out of bounds, but the officials say no. It will be Sanborn Central Woonsocket ball. 13-5, an 8-point Blackhawk lead. 3 minutes to play in the opening quarter. Larson across midcourt for Schultz. Here's Schultz back to Larson. Deep three, left wing is off the mark. As Larson has had a tough start shooting, but his team's been behind him there as Sam Baruth will clean this one up with the offensive rebound and the putback. And again, speaking of, Larson is whistled for the foul as gets a little aggressive trying to steal the inbounds. So again, Larson not off to the start I'm sure he envisioned here this evening, but pretty deep Blackhawk team on the boys' side as well, able to keep things rolling. Here's Grant Edwards with the steal. The put up is no good. And a whistle will be on, I think, Edwards on trying to rebound his own shot, and it will be. Grant's first, team's fourth. Hitchcock, Tulare going to check in Preston Whiff. So it'll be Whiff and Frankenstein, Maynard, Weinreis, and Enander. Here is Devin Enander. Got stuck in the lane, kicks it out to Maynard. Patrick in it, steps into a three. No good. Rebound grabbed by number 21, Parker Etzwold. So that's 8 already for Tate Diner. Tom Salmon and the Patriots 7 deep thus far off the inbounds. Halfway down the can and pops out for Parker Etzwold. And a whistle on the rebound as Etzwold just couldn't get the bounce there. Foul called here on, I know it's the 5th on the Blackhawks. It'll be Sam Baruth's first. Inbounds Enander. Enander going coast to coast. Can't quite finish it off, but he is fouled. And Sam Baruth seems to think it's on him. We'll wait for the officials, and the officials agree as Sam Baruth whistled for his second. 2:19 left opening quarter. 15-5. Sanborn Central Woonsocket a 10-point lead. Changes coming after a free throw from Enander. Not sure what the officials are talking over here. They're talking underneath the basket, and we'll see what they decide. As Clark and McGurr both coming to the scorer's table. Not sure if they're trying to check the possession arrow or... Yeah, maybe just a possession arrow to make sure that that's right, I think. I don't see anything else really changing. It is the second foul on Sam Baruth. That's still up. And right now the officials are talking to Tom Salmon and Tate Deinert about whatever the change is. And looks like both coaches will be okay with whatever the situation is. And now maybe we're not going to have free throws. Oh, okay, that's what we're talking about. Talking it over is not a shooting foul. It is, however, still a foul on Baruth, his second. And I really don't know. I'm not sure what if they're going to end up calling a timeout here, or they still have the foul up on the board on Baruth, and I'm assuming, well, now Preston Whiff's going to come in, so there must have been a substitution issue or something, because this is a technical foul then. So Whiff will shoot technical free throws here with nobody around, and I guess I didn't see exactly what the problem was, but Whiff's high arcing free throw is no good, and he will set up for one more. As a team, the Patriots are 1 of 5 from the free throw line tonight, trailing here by 10, and second for Whiff is up and in. So those will be the techs. I don't know that that's a technical necessarily on anybody. I think it's a substitution issue or some sort of bookkeeping problem. Sanborn Central Woonsocket, it looks like we'll bring in Eli White. As Caden Weinreich checks back in, and it was a shooting foul on Baru, so now Enander will get 2. And Devin is good on the first. Here comes Eli White in. White to replace